That plane crashed right into it. All morning, we have been told by American Airlines, among others, that flight, that airplane, was actually American Airlines Flight 77 going out of Dulles to Los Angeles. We were told 58 passengers, 4 flight attendants, 2 pilots on that plane. It was hijacked at 9:03. I'm sorry, it was hijacked right after takeoff, crashed into the tower at 9:03 a.m.
The second building has just come down. The second, everyone's being asked to get down. Come down.
The towers crumbled one at a time, as you're looking at the replay here, in a tremendous shower of shattering glass and concrete. Almost certainly there will be casualties in neighboring buildings because the World Trade Center towered so tall above the buildings around it. As it fell, there'd be steel beams, girders, chunks of concrete, enormous piles of material cascading down from 1,000 feet in the sky, a quarter mile up.
We have to determine who was responsible, why this could happen without detection from so many different locations within the United States, and then respond accordingly.
All right, let me ask you this, because you've raised the issue. With all of the resources available to American intelligence agencies, not to mention your cooperation with foreign intelligence agencies, you've just said the footprint is large enough, we're going to find somebody. What on earth do you mean?
Well, I think it is. We have to be careful here not to jump to firm conclusions. We did that after Oklahoma City. We did that after the World Trade Center bombing. They were both wrong, but there are certain elements here, suicide bombings, which do have the character of radical militants from abroad. I think that's certainly where. I know the intelligence community is focused intensely. America here has to respond with steely determination, but also with steadiness. And that means, first of all, dealing with the victims, dealing with security, finding out who's responsible, and taking whatever action is necessary and appropriate. It also means continuing to expect and demand the highest level of cooperation from the rest of the world in going after this kind of terrorist threat. This is not just an attack on the United States, it's an attack on the civilized world.
Way across the river, the paper from those floors. As they came down the stairs, we're told that people were remarkably calm, were remarkably respectful of each other as they were making their way down, even though a number of them had lived through that bombing 8 years ago. A number of them remembered what it was.
Critical condition. The hospital tells us that they've had 65 minor injuries. Those are broken bones, internal injuries, smoke inhalation cases. There have been 10 major...
Hillary, I need to interrupt you.
One person brought in...
Hillary, I need to interrupt you. This is a Taliban spokesman talking now in Kabul, I believe. This is coming to us by video phone from Afghanistan. And I am not hearing, and perhaps you guys are, but I am not hearing him.
We should remind our viewers that Afghanistan was one of the sites that was hit 3 years ago by the United States.
افغانستان اسلامي امارت د تروریزم په رابطه باندې همیشه خپل موقف په ډاګه ښکاره کړی دی.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. The Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan has already explicitly said its standpoint or its position about terrorism.
د تروریزم ټول انواع او ډولونه لکه څنګه چې په افغانستان کې هم ورانه پیش کړي دي او دلته موږ همیشه د تروریزم ښکار شوي یو دلته موږ غندلي دي او په نړیوال سطح باندې هم د دې غندنه کوو.
We have criticized all forms of criticism as Afghanistan has itself faced and has become the victim of terrorism, and we even now criticize these kind of acts. Suspicions obviously turn to Osama bin Laden. In the media, he's been mentioned as possibly having a hand. We don't see or foresee any difficulty in this regard because there is no argument or no reason for it.
You're familiar with the report that came out of London about 3 weeks ago where Osama bin Laden had said that he had planned some type of attack on the United States for its support of Israel.
But again, and let me underscore this, people are absolutely stunned, disbelieving that something so well coordinated, something is with a tick-tock like this, 4 hijackings within a matter of an hour, and then being able to take those very planes and drive them into the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. And there is growing suspicion, Tom, here, that the plane that landed, it crashed in Pennsylvania, was most likely headed for the Capitol or White House. That's the operating theory of many of the people I've spoken to today.
I want to reassure the American people, make no mistake, the United States will hunt down and punish those responsible for these cowardly acts.
It's been hard this morning as we continue to look at the smoke and the dust drift up from a crime scene, as John Miller called it, which we cannot feel in any intimate way on television.